What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here today for a new Marvel card release box opening. This one purchased by myself. Got two of these bad boys in. This is fresh off the UPS truck. Pre-ordered this about 5 months ago, 6 months ago from Dave and Adams. These are coming in at about 100 to 125 a box. Avengers versus X-Men Allegiance. It is a set based around the Avengers versus X-Men comic book run. And I'm not super familiar with the product because it is a newer thing in regards to Marvel. There's some box odds for you on the back. But it's Avengers and it's X-Men. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I'll pre-order a couple boxes of this because I am a huge X-Men fan. So looking over the checklists on stuff, and we'll go ahead and start ripping into this bad boy. Box on average, one numbered card. I think like 3 or 4 base parallels, and then a couple different inserts as well. The big chase seems to be, once again, they are doing the comic cut booklets, like the ones from Marvel Beginnings, I assume. I opened that X-23 one, I know. Off camera from that set. So we're just going to go ahead and dive in. Not an MCU based product, but a comic book based product. So I am excited for that. I'm going to open both boxes. I'll do this one in this video, and I'll probably save this one maybe for like a live stream or something. And then if I end up getting any more, we'll open those up as well. So flying a little blind here. So like I said, I am not super familiar with this product. I didn't do a bunch of research on it when it came out. Like I said, I saw Avengers versus X-Men and said, I am in. So let's see what we got here. See if we can hit anything fun and juicy. 90 card base set, I believe. And then there is a secondary, what they are calling chapter set. So I assume this is mostly going to all be comic book art. Nice little Iron Man. Thor. Nova action. We got one of our parallels right off the get here. Sharon Carter and Captain Marvel. There's Captain Marvel parallel. Cool looking card. Oh, that's our numbered card right off the get out of 63. I was looking to see what parallel number it was, or what color it was, and it is our numbered card. So pack one right off the get. Here's the card backs. They do denote base set, base set, base set, base set. Then I'm wondering if this is the chapter set. I'm guessing it is because it has the comic book issue down at the bottom. So those are the 290 card sets. This is the base set, and I'm assuming that's the chapter set. So it looks like you get maybe one of those per pack. We'll see. I assume this is going to follow the normal layout where you get one insert style card per pack of some shape or form. So we'll check out the base card art here. First time through, since we're pretty unfamiliar with this. Little Colossus action. There's our chapter. I like that parallel. Story of Hope Summers. Yeah, I like that little insert set. Kind of fun going into these kind of semi-blind. Captain America and players. To see like if one of the insert sets speaks to me in some sort of way. And I do have the checklist up on the other screen over here in case we hit something wild. There are obviously sketch cards and stuff in here. Those are usually pretty hard to hit. I've never hit a sketch card. Oh, and I hit one in X-Men Metal. I take that back. Cyclops for the Phoenix Force. Storm action. Chapter card. Oh, that's cool. It's a nice looking card. Since it's Spider-Man, we'll sleeve it up. I like that quite a bit. Namor action and Namor once again from the Phoenix 5. I remember this comic book when it came out. I don't remember the gory details of it because this wasn't when I was like as into comics. I wasn't actively keeping up with every storyline that came out at this point in time. Cosmic Journey. I really like some of these inserts. Quake and Mockingbird. My personal history with the X-Men, my introduction to them was the Cyclops Pride of the X-Men cartoon back in the 80s. It's a nice looking Luke Cage. Blue Rainbow. Back in the 80s, that was my introduction to the X-Men, and then that cartoon, obviously, that was actually my gateway drug to Marvel, period, full stop. But that sent me then down a path. That's cool. Orange Shimmer, probably, or something. Orange Power. Oh, that's numbered too. We got 2 numbered cards out on 199. Actually, looks really good with the Daredevil. And then shortly after that is when I discovered, after Pride of the X-Men, a couple years after that is when I discovered Marvel Universe cards. And that was happened to be the same time the Jim Lee run was starting. One of the first comic books I bought off the news rack, or the spinner rack, was Jim Lee X-Men #1. And then that, you know, into the rabbit hole we went. Story of inserts, Pixie, and Magic. But yeah, first, I think Uncanny X-Men 281 was the first comic I bought off the rack. And the first appearance of Bishop was right up there. There's Spider-Man base card. Falcon action. And then that led in 281 was where the team split into the blue and yellow team. And then, of course, right at that same time, the X-Men cartoon comes out on Fox Kids. I used to watch the X-Men cartoon, the Spider-Man cartoon, and the Battletech cartoon. I was a big fan of the Battletech cartoon. That's a hell of a throwback. Yeah, I really like some of these inserts. But then once I discovered comics, you know, I would go hunting at flea markets and stuff and picking up raw books and would buy everything off the newsstand. I still have all my comics from when I was a kid. There's nothing super valuable in there. There really wasn't much in that X-Men run that really held a ton of value. A little danger. Red Rainbow. But I still have them all. They're in a couple big totes. Beat the hell, because I read the crap out of them. And then I would fill in the blanks because back then you didn't have Marvel Unlimited. I would buy trade paperbacks because I couldn't afford the key issues back in the day. So that's how I would read like Dark Phoenix Saga. I like that Rogue. Collision Event. I think this is a lenticular card. Kitty Pride action. Yeah. Magic and Black Widow. That's kind of cool. I think you get one or two of these per box. Magic with her crazy ass sword. And even now, kind of like my comfort food is, you know, a couple times a month, I'll just fire up X-Men or Marvel Unlimited and just reread old 80s and 90s X-Men comics that I read when I was a kid. Oh, that's cool. I got 4 packs left. But yeah, right now I started a reread at Giant Size X-Men 1, and I am currently, I just finished the Dark Phoenix Saga. So my goal is to get all the way up. Nice Hope Summers card. Hawkeye. Just a straight rainbow. My goal is to get all the way up to like maybe like Executioner Song. Executioner Song was one of the first big crossovers I remember collecting as a kid. It was like a big deal. It was like 20 some issues. It crossed into a ton of other books. They came polybagged with a trading card. That was a huge deal back in the day. I remember trying to get all those, and I don't remember the storyline actually being that great. There's Collision Event. We'll take a look at that. Little Phoenix 5 Cyclops versus Iron Man. We got 1 pack left. Or, I'm sorry, 2 packs left. I definitely like some of the inserts in here and some of the rainbow foils and stuff on the individual cards. Would be fun to chase. Oh, there's that Rogue I was talking about. Awesome. Mockingbird. Juggernaut. Yeah, like I really like, yeah, it was straight rainbow. I just really like that Rogue card. Like that's kind of how I approach sets like this. I don't want to put a base set to this together per se. It's not hit me in the feels that way. But some of these individual cards that look really cool, like that Rogue, for example, I think just looks great. All the other X-Men around and stuff flying in the background. This and like other parallels, I think could potentially be pretty cool. 1 pack left. This one feels maybe a little thicker. I don't know. That looks normal. All right, one more rainbow foil. Oh, we got the main one. That's a nice Scarlet Witch card in the back. The famous cover. Yeah, see, this kind of stuff was cool out of this set, in my opinion. So, fun little rip there. Go over some of the cards that I like from that box opening really quickly. Definitely a big fan of that. Really like the way that Rogue looks, just from like an artwork perspective and on the with the rainbow foil. Like, oh, I like this Daredevil. just to give you an idea what some of the parallels look like. Like these parallels, depending on the colors and stuff on certain characters, are probably going to look really, really good. It's a cool looking Spider-Man. I'd be curious to see what the rest of this subset looks like. Because I do kind of like that design with like the background hologram. And then our numbered Captain Marvel. So that is the box opening. Nothing super crazy, but pretty solid looking product for a little over $100 a box. Not too shabby. That's all I got for you, boys and girls. Catch you on the next one. Peace.